Let's start with Redskins Titans. Open Titans -10, now a mix of -10s and -10.5s. Total opened at 37.5. It's dropped a half point to 37 across the board. Saturday in Nashville, partly cloudy, high of 51 Fahrenheit, low of 37 Fahrenheit. Wind 7 miles per hour. Josh Johnson led Washington on 2 scoring drives. I love this about sports. I love the story. But I truly believe that the story is going to have a sad ending. I think at some point, these quarterbacks that come out of the woodwork, this guy hadn't thrown a pass since 2011, he's going to get smashed at some point, and maybe this will be the week. And I actually expect it to be the week, but I look forward to breaking this down with you. First victory of Johnson's professional career, 16-25, 151 yards, ran for 49 yards. It's a great story. Everybody likes it in the dressing room. Adrian Peterson, again, showing very little life, 51 yards on the ground, got half of those on that winning drive. Vernon Davis, head and neck injury, left came back. Sorry, was cleared to return, came back, and then left with a concussion. They lost an offensive lineman. They lost a cornerback. They lost 2 cornerbacks in Holsley and Johnson in that game. Tennessee kept its late season playoff push rolling, 17-0 victory. Derrick Henry, second straight Giant game. He has 408 yards over the last 2 games with Mariota. 12 of 20 for 88 yards. Kenny Vaccaro left in the first half with a concussion. Sharif Finch, linebacker, left in the second half with a shoulder injury. This Titans defense still looks strong, held Saquon Barkley to just 31 yards on 14 carries, a very low total. I know after working with you all year, which has been such a gift to my capping, I know that we don't take unders this low, although this might be one that somebody would, but I know that that's not something we do, and I'm comfortable with that. Titans, huge favorites. This doesn't feel like a team that covers big spreads, although we saw them do it on a Thursday night in Jacksonville. Redskins, Titans, Donnie, what are you thinking here?
Yeah, this is an interesting one because you're taking a look at a double-digit spread, and you hit it right on the head, Jimmy. When you're taking a look at the Tennessee Titans, there's no more. They don't need style points at this point. They just need to keep on winning and moving forward. And they know they're going up against a team which, if you're going to game plan for the week, I'm pretty sure in the Tennessee huddles and pregame workouts and film study, it's not like, hey guys, look, we got to be on our A game this week. We got to put up 35 to 40 points in this game to have a shot versus the Washington Redskins. That's not the case. I mean, you figure if you can get into the high teens, low 20s, you should be able to put this game away. But the interesting part about that is we're not looking to cover 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, or 7. You're looking to win this game by double digits, close to 2 touchdowns, which I'm not comfortable laying with the Tennessee Titans. The one thing you could say about the Washington Redskins, after it looks like they gave up against the New York Giants, they were brutal in the game versus the Jaguars, but that doesn't, you don't hold that against them because they did what they had to do and ended up winning a football game on a road with a quarterback that's never won a football game as a starter in his life in the NFL, coming off the scrap heap about 2 weeks ago. At least he has a couple games under his belt to get in and play. Tennessee overall is the much better team. They looked very good on defense against the New York Giants, but it was rainy. It was Eli Manning. So most teams are going to look good against an Eli Manning Giants team, especially in the rain. But you got some injuries that you have a concern with on the Tennessee Titans. Early in the week, Jimmy, not putting too much into this game. 10 looks a little bit strong to lay here. If I had to do anything in this one, might lay it here with the Washington Redskins, take the points with the Redskins. Because keep in mind also, I don't think the Redskins are making the playoffs. But if you look at the standings, they're right in the thick of it. And who's to say that they don't say, hey, if we could beat Tennessee and we can beat the Eagles, we're going to get into the playoffs here. At least they do have something to play for. And 10's too much for me to lay with Tennessee.
Yes, 10 is too much to lay with Tennessee. And I believe, I love when teams come together, and this Redskins team has come together under a ton of adversity with big injuries to their quarterback. But I also have always been good at saying, well, this story is going to end now. This feel-good story is going to end now. And so I feel like both are in play. Clearly, this guy who hadn't thrown a pass in the NFL since 2011 has come in and been a feel-good story, made people believe. But we just watched this Titans team shut out the Giants with Saquon Barkley. And even without Beckham, they still have Shepard, and they still are dangerous. And they shut them out, no problem. You have to think that the Titans will be able to do the same to the Redskins.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be lower scoring. And, we always joke, our Bill streak came to an end on Sunday, just backing that overs in the low 30s, or in the mid to high 30s. This game has the similar appeal because when you say styles make fights out here, neither one of these teams is going to come into the game saying, look, we really got to get a good jump. Let's go no huddle. Let's really push the tempo. It's almost like you just sit back in this one, Jimmy, and you say, who's going to make the mistake first? Can Washington really, hurt us here? Why don't we wait until Washington moves it into, positive territory? He can put a drive together that can put any points on the board. I just see a slowdown game. You lean on Henry, you lean on Mariota out of the pocket. You build that lead. And can't you see it, Jimmy, like fourth quarter? Let's just say it's, 17-10 in the fourth quarter. Tennessee's going on a drive to end the football game, not score points and just hold on and drive it to midfield, punt them deep, make them go the length of the field. It just seems like a lot of points early in the week to me. That's all. It
does. And luckily we'll have a chance to, sit with this knowledge all week and then hammer this again on Friday. Greg 007 says Titans are not the Jags, leaning Titans to win and cover. Tomore says running quarterbacks like Johnson are solid before they get big contracts. They keep running. Jeremy Miller, love the Skins plus 10. 10 is a lot in the NFL. Don't see Tennessee covering that much. Yeah, this doesn't seem like an exciting or fun game to start this show off, but we'll keep working on it and we'll definitely find an angle. Let's break down this next Saturday game, which is a lot more exciting. Ravens at Chargers. Oh, one thing though, back there, sorry, it was somebody here in the chat said, I'm interested to hear about the weather. If it's ugly weather, then maybe I'll take the under. The weather is not going to be ugly. It's a pretty nice day there for Nashville, 51 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy. So it's not going to be too bad. And I went over the weather on each and every one of these games thinking that maybe we'd have some angles with the weather, but there's not a lot of them.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.